Hello, this is a quick introduction to the assignments. Especially want to talk a little bit about the additional materials I've posted online. On the homepage of our Blackboard class, you will see something called web links and something called tip sheets. I posted them on the homepage because you will find them probably useful for most of the assignments. The web links generally fall into a number of different areas. They include links to international organizations like the IMF, World Bank, OECD, and so on and so forth. Then there is some data links. Again, IMF, World Bank would fall into that, but also others. And then there's think tanks and blogs that might be useful for you. I don't expect you to use all of them or even any of them. If you don't want to, they're just there. You should peruse them. I've put little sentences on what they are for each, and I will add more over the course of the semester to this. You might find them useful. I do acknowledge they're somewhat US and European centric at this point. I'll try to find additional resources, although I want to be mindful that they should be English speaking and English translations available. So as I said, I will add to this. There are resources that you might want to use for your presentations, or as you write your comments for the discussion course, or as you consider the short discussion assignments. You can peruse them. Again, I wouldn't expect you to use all of them or any of them, but you might find them useful. And you will see that on the optional readings, I've posted some materials from the various organizations. The second link on the homepage is something called tip sheets. Those are my own sort of sheets I've written over the 10 years that I've longer than I've been doing policy work as an economist. One is called putting data analysis, and it's largely about how to present data in a context so that it's meaningful for public audiences. One is called writing for policy audiences, which is sort of just basic tips on how do you write for interested expert audiences. Yes, it's targeted towards policy audiences, but a lot of this is generally applicable for non-academic audiences. One is called professional presentations, and you will see sort of my bias against using PowerPoints, a lot of text on PowerPoints. It's my own personal views on this. You don't have to follow that, but you will see there might be some tips, and these are just tips I've gathered over a long period of time and that I've seen from other colleagues as well. That we've learned what works and what doesn't. And one is called Thoughts on Professional Reviews. They're sort of written a little bit for people who want to be academics, who write reviews for journal manuscripts or for grant submissions or something like that. But again, I wrote them with more general users in mind. So if you don't necessarily write reviews for journals, don't worry about it. A lot of the sort of the general tips of how to be professional and helpful and offer constructive criticism would apply to pretty much anything. I think especially as you sort of engage with your classmates and us on a discussion board, some of these comments might be helpful. Again, the presentation tips might be helpful as you prepare for your presentations. The writing might be helpful for your short writing assignment. Again, if you don't have the time or the inclination to look at them, I just want you to know that they're there. They might be helpful now. They might be helpful in future classes. I'm not grading you on whether you've read them, but if you have questions about how to write a short writing assignment or presentation, please consult those tip sheets first and then send me an email and contact me directly. As with everything I've posted online, if you find that the material is not accessible, meaning you cannot open it, it doesn't download properly or something like that, shoot me a quick email and we'll work through it, and I'll cut and paste the stuff into an email, or I'll post it as notes or something like that. We'll make it work for everybody. I understand they're supposed to be PDF files that are easily accessible to everybody, regardless of computer systems and network capacities. But again, if something is wrong, you can't read it, you can't see it, shoot me a quick email. I'll make sure you get it. Okay, with that, I will post this video. If you see it, it is the first thing you should see under assignments, and I hope you will find this useful. Again, these are resources to make your life easier as you prepare for the various assignments of this class: discussion board, short writing assignments, presentation, and ultimately final. Okay, see you soon.